that's Mufasa. Yeah, that's Mufasa. Yeah, that's Mufasa.
Yeah, but it was made. I'm like, bro, it's cool. Like, I can't do nothing now. Like, y'all dated 2 pictures and went back on. It was weird, but it was like.
I mean, it was real. This girl was invested.
Like, I guess we just gotta deal with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I can't say I'm mad. I might even be happy. But damn, another one bites the dust. And I can't be mad because I can't fight. I can't fight.
If you thought Iman Shumpert was simply going to sit idly by while his ex-wife, Teyana Taylor, moved on with her new partner, Aaron Pierre, aka Mufasa, you're seriously mistaken. You clearly underestimated just how petty Iman can be because he's been stirring up drama and making her life difficult. Here's the scoop if you missed all the commotion in recent weeks. Teyana and Aaron shocked everyone when they publicly revealed their relationship. There were no hints or warnings, just suddenly flaunting their love with PDA out of nowhere. Fans were left in shock, wondering when this even began. But while people were swooning over their new romance, Iman wasn't having any of it. Rumors say he allegedly tried to confront Aaron after seeing the couple getting cozy at an Oscar after-party. Apparently, when Iman saw them being affectionate, he completely lost it. And Aaron? He wasn't having it. He reportedly got a restraining order against Iman, making it clear he wasn't going to let an ex mess with his peace or his relationship. If you thought the drama was dying down, think again. It's only getting more intense. Iman better watch his mouth, because if Mufasa steps in, it's game over. Now, some people are acting like Iman is the one getting hurt in all this, claiming Teyana moved on too quickly. But let's be real, Aaron Pierre is a whole prince. This man's career is soaring, and he's glowing with Teyana by his side. Not that Iman isn't doing his thing, still working in music and staying relevant, but let's not pretend he isn't bothered by Aaron's success. He's been looking like he's throwing tantrums behind the scenes, and it's clear the jealousy is thick in the air. Apparently, Iman has been telling people that Teyana is being a neglectful mom, accusing her of ignoring their kids while she's all wrapped up with Aaron. He's painting the picture that she's abandoned her responsibilities to chase after her new man. But honestly, this sounds more like jealousy than concern, especially when you remember that he's the one who wrecked their marriage in the first place. Everyone knows he cheated on her multiple times, not just occasional slip-ups, but reckless behavior. And get this, he wasn't even careful about it. He was reportedly having unprotected sex with other women, putting Teyana's health at risk. That alone had people stunned. And this didn't just start when things started falling apart. Rumors suggest that his cheating was happening from the beginning, even while they were still dating. And shortly after they got married, he was already caught with another woman. The twist that had people talking was the revelation that the woman involved wasn't a random person. Allegedly, she was someone both Teyana and Iman had been involved with before. Teyana had openly admitted that she and Iman had explored an open relationship at times, so when the cheating allegations surfaced, it wasn't about who it was with. It was the fact that Iman went behind her back, even though she had already been upfront about sharing their space. How could he mess that up when she had given him the green light? Just when people thought the situation couldn't get any crazier, Teyana made a bold move by wiping all her social media accounts clean. Everything vanished. She ghosted the internet. This action had everyone speculating about what might be happening behind closed doors. The timing of it had people convinced that the rumors about Iman cheating just 2 months into their marriage weren't just rumors. They were likely true, disguised as gossip. People went into full detective mode, connecting every possible detail. And when she disappeared from social media, fans began to believe something shady was going on behind the scenes. But then, out of nowhere, Teyana came out swinging to defend her relationship. She completely shut down the cheating rumors. In her own words, she said, 1, I never saw or touched that girl in my life. 2, I wiped my page because I'm upset with Death Jam for not dropping my WTP video on time, like always. 3. It's sad how lies are so much more entertaining than the truth. 4. Iman isn't dumb. He knows I'd destroy him in a story. This response left people stunned. She was fully supporting her man and asserting that the cheating rumors were all made up, despite the whispers circulating about Iman being involved with multiple women in the industry. Teyana stood firm, not wavering an inch, and continued to back Iman. However, in 2023, the drama escalated even further when a TikTok user made some bold claims, reenacting a tip she said she received from one of Teyana's assistants. She didn't name names, but it was pretty clear who she was talking about. She described a famous woman married to a retired NBA player who was dealing with a major cheating issue. But the craziest part? The TikTok user claimed the man's constant infidelity led to his wife being hospitalized due to the emotional stress and heartbreak. The internet quickly connected the dots, focusing once again on Teyana and Iman, but it didn't end there. The TikToker took it even further, suggesting the hospital visit had nothing to do with heartbreak, but with something much more shocking. She claimed the woman had overdosed on cocaine and had to cancel a performance. This bombshell caused an uproar. Fans wasted no time putting it together, especially since just a month earlier, Teyana had canceled a show due to exhaustion. People immediately thought it was Teyana being talked about. But even with all these rumors swirling, Teyana didn't spill any new details. Instead, she doubled down, continuing to stand by Iman. Teyana wasn't holding back as she went off on anyone trying to dig into her business. She fired back with full force, calling out the person who shared the TikTok story as a fool and demanding they have proof to back up their claims. She was clear, saying no one, absolutely no one, could push her to the point of overdose. She even boldly stated that she would handle her own business before allowing anyone to manipulate her or drive her to drugs. Teyana was fiercely defending her marriage and Iman. But here's where things took a strange turn. Iman stayed completely silent throughout it all. He didn't deny any of the accusations or step in to defend her. He let her handle everything. On her own. No likes, no reposts, not even a comment from him. And that silence? It was the biggest red flag of all. How could he just sit back while the mother of his children was dragged through the mud over his actions? His silence gave off serious guilty vibes. Despite Teyana's best efforts to defend Iman, things eventually took a turn when the truth started coming to light. One of Iman's alleged side chicks stepped forward with undeniable evidence of their affair. Word was that this woman wasn't just looking for a fling, she wanted to break up Iman's marriage and claim him for herself. Now let's be honest. Why would anyone fight for a man who's known for cheating? That's some wild energy. But that was her choice. So what did she do? She released a video showing clear proof of her and Iman together. No blurry screenshots, no ambiguity, just straight up evidence that left everyone stunned. You could clearly hear Iman's voice in the background, and from that moment on, there was no denying it. No PR team, no statement, nothing could fix that. The truth had come out. But the side chick didn't stop there. Oh no, she wanted to make sure the world knew exactly what was going on. She posted a picture of herself wearing Iman's signature chain, the one that was unmistakably his. That was the final nail in the coffin. Even the biggest skeptics couldn't deny it anymore. It was clear that she and Iman had been sneaking around. The audacity of these new age side chicks in the 2020s is next level. They're practically holding press conferences to spill the tea. With receipts like that, you'd think Teyana would finally reach her breaking point and start calling Iman out, right? She had every reason to drag him through the dirt, but nope, she kept her composure. Despite everything, she remained classy. She told her fans to back off and not come for him, stating, "Just to be clear, Iman and I have been separated for a while now. Infidelity is not the reason for our split. We still make an amazing team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. I'm sharing this because the rumors are getting out of hand, and it's unfair to everyone involved." Teyana's response was graceful. She didn't have to say any of that, but she did. Despite everything, Teyana continued to protect Iman's image, keeping things respectful for the sake of their children and herself. With all that loyalty, the least he could have done was stay silent and let things blow over, right? But instead, Iman did the complete opposite. Rather than showing gratitude, He allegedly tried to turn the situation around and blame her for the mess, calling her derogatory names and tarnishing her reputation. He even told a story where he claimed he was downstairs, minding his business, playing on his PlayStation with his headphones on, when she started hitting him. He went on to explain that because he used to work with special ed kids, he was taught to calm them down by giving them a bear hug from behind. This statement left people furious, as instead of taking responsibility, Iman tried to justify his actions in a bizarre way that left everyone stunned. Teyana, fed up, finally spoke out, exposing just how toxic things had become between them. Once she started, she didn't hold back. Teyana revealed that Iman had been extremely insecure about her success, even though he was earning far more money from his basketball career than she was in music. It still bothered him that she was the one getting all the attention and recognition. She claimed he would send her passive-aggressive texts and make snide comments every time she had a significant career milestone. What's worse, she said he would purposely pick fights, even on her birthday, just to throw her off, and then give her a half-hearted apology as if nothing had happened. This behavior wasn't just messy, it was manipulative, but that wasn't all. Teyana dropped another bombshell, revealing that she started to shrink her professional opportunities just to keep the peace at home. She said Iman couldn't stand seeing her progress while he felt left behind, so she even turned down acting roles after having a baby to avoid upsetting him. However, this backfired. With fewer gigs, her income began to drop, and that's when Iman started to act like she wasn't contributing enough financially. After all her sacrifices, she was still criticized. It became crystal clear to her that no matter what she did, it was never going to be enough for him. If she worked too much, it was an issue. If she slowed down, it was still an issue. She was trapped in a no-win situation. Then came the final blow. According to TMZ, Teyana said that despite doing everything she could to keep their family intact, she was suffering from emotional and mental abuse behind closed doors. She had stayed silent for years, hoping things would improve, but all that did was break her down. Teyana admitted she tried to make it work with Iman through all the ups and downs, but in the end, all she received in return was selfishness and cold, cruel behavior. Teyana quietly initiated the divorce process behind the scenes, with no drama or media attention, simply trying to maintain her peace. However, even then, she claimed that Iman wasn't ready to let go. He pushed for reconciliation, made promises, and pretended he wanted to fix things, only to return to his usual distant and inconsistent behavior. As if that wasn't bad enough, Iman found himself involved in yet another cheating scandal. Teyana said that the whole ordeal left her feeling humiliated and embarrassed all over again. Despite everything, she still fought to keep their family together. She even used her Hollywood connections to help Iman land roles once his basketball career started to wind down. But rather than being thankful, she said he continued to start arguments, creating tension at every turn. Things became so toxic that by 2021, she began the divorce process again. However, she hit pause, called it off, and decided to give the marriage another shot. Unfortunately, it didn't last. Teyana shared that Iman couldn't shake his insecurities, and as his basketball career declined, his mood grew more controlling and manipulative. By 2022, Teyana had reached her breaking point and filed for divorce once more. Yet, the next day, she had a change of heart and instructed her lawyers to cancel the filing. The emotional roller coaster had left her feeling completely torn. What do you think of this chaotic situation? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video for more juicy details.